Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope that things are well in your world. So really enjoying Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate drafts here on MTG Arena. We're going to be a little more focused on the dragons today than the dungeons, but that's just because the dragons are so cool. If you're liking the drafts as well, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get an alert when there's a new video. Give us a like and maybe leave a comment. Let me know what cards you would have taken or what we could do to improve the series. I hope you enjoy it very much. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let's get drafting. All right, what have we here? Not a terribly promising uncommon run. I don't like Eldritch Pack. I don't like any of the Orbs of Dragonkind. Criddle's okay, but not wonderful. I may be first picking the Muralists. I could see Humiliation as a pick too. It's not unreasonable, but I like green a lot better than white. It's not any more bomb heavy than formats we've had in the past. Too wordy is a serious complaint though, and why Alchemy can just be like, get out of here. Yeah, the payoff on this is way higher, Chesapeake. Basically, if I can avoid it in a format that's this high power level, I am not taking a common over any uncommons or a rare. Like, imagine the Myconid pays off. We've got decent mana in our green deck. Imagine the Muralist pays off. We've got a solid body that'll draw us potentially a bomb. Like, Muralist is just way higher payoff. This entire pack is awful. There are no good cards here. That's not entirely fair. There's plenty of playable cards, but there's not any that I'm happy picking early. I think New Knowledge is okay. I've played it. I've played the Dragonborn Looter a good bit. Sepulchral Ghoul is pretty good. Knoll Hunter, like, I've put it in the deck, but it's kind of bad in this format. Like, you really only want it if you're green-red. And even then, I kind of don't want it. I think the Ghoul's the best card, so I'm going to take it. Meet in a Tavern's pretty good. There's another Humiliation. There's a Basilisk. I think I probably need to go with the Humiliation, but like it is worth a nod to Tavern. It's a decent card. God, it's so good in the decks that it's good in, but I mostly would want it for card advantage, and I should be able to find that in another color. Okay, there's a Basilisk, which I like. There's also a Young Blue Dragon, which I like. I'm not quite sure which of these is better. Got a little more incentive to be in the Muralists. But like green-white's not a great combination. I suppose I could just potentially splash that. I'll take the dragon here, because I don't want to overcommit to green for like 2-mana Death Touchers. The card's good, but it's not that good. Okay, band together, I'll get into green 4. So it's looking like green-blue again. This reminds me a little bit of AFR, where people undervalued green cards and just wouldn't touch blue. But 5th pick band together, we're probably green. We'll figure out the rest of it later. Yeah, and like if we do wheel something from that blue pack, I'll be pretty happy with wheeling any of it. But like here we've got a 6-pick Charm Sleep, and I understand Prevailing Wisdom is Charm Sleep is worse in this format than it usually is, but it also seems like people just don't want removal these days, which is fine by me. I'll play it. So I really think we're going to get into green-blue. It's a mighty fine color combination, usually splashes red. But I do think too wordy is a very fair complaint. Nobody. There's a lot of words on these cards. Yeah, I don't think we would get into red for any of that, but I do like Air Cult Elemental quite a bit. Good grief! That's incredibly late. I'm still taking the Nurturer over it, but that's insane. Those lands are way better than that. Okay, green-blue it is. Buckle up. Buckle up, buckaroos. Yeah, and we're getting a Herd Gorger 9th pick. So there, if our top end doesn't get any better than this, it's already good. This is the blue pack next, right? Yeah, and we got back the only green card in the pack, which is nice. But I'm going to take the Looter. Like, I'll pretty happily just play that. There's so much good fixing in green too, Chesapeake, that I don't crazy value the Myconid. Yeah, this thing's absurd too, so let's do it. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's so often open, especially in this format, that I bet I'm just going to draft a lot of green-blue. It's like, this is not reasonable. I'm going to take the undersimplify because I just don't need that much top end. Some more fixing if we need it. I do like a good Meteor Golem. Yeah, I think I'll take that. There's some fun things you can do with a Meteor Golem. I will need to start paying attention and grabbing some fixing here in a bit. The Lindworm I'm very happy to have as a one-of in this style deck, but we're now beginning to move into a green-blue deck that wants to ramp a good bit. So I'll need to look for ways to do that. This is not really a good way to do that, but I'm now pretty happy doing Meteor Golem Tribal. Like, if I need to trim this out, we can do that. These also kind of work well with the Looters, because I can just toss them if we don't need them, and I've already got one ramp card. But, like, I'm definitely interested in more now. This pack kind of sucks. I've played the Ambitious Dragonborn before. The rest of this I don't really want to, so I guess I'll take it and put it over here. And if I end up with a deck that has Dragon Synergy, I'll play it. If we don't, I won't. Okay. This isn't exactly the ramp I want, but it'll work. It also blows out opposing Charmed Sleeps, which is kind of cool. Would like a few more spells. I had assumed we would find some card advantage in blue, and I found a little bit, but not a lot of bit. Alright, well there's a reason for us to be playing random dragon cards. Not to mention a solid 2-drop. We've already got, what, 2 dragons and could find more. There's some card advantage if we'd like it. Yeah, I'm game with that too. It also works with the Looters. The Dragonborn probably comes in at this point. Probably need to consider this a 4-mana spell. And then our curve doesn't look quite so wacky. And we've got enough dragons to get that the muralists will consistently do something. I think most of the stats on this are actually coming from that bear dog. Just a guess. Okie dokie. So all of the top-end adventuring dragons belong to us. Cool. So next pack, we're looking for removal and ramp, and that's it. And honestly, ramp is basically removal at this point because we've got the meteor golem. Hell Giant's a 3-3, the dog's a 4-3. I like it, Richard. That's pretty good. Follow the Tracks is sort of exactly what I want. It's ramp and card advantage if you've got enough time. We could even consider splashing one of these humiliations. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage. It'd be kind of like splashing a lightning bolt. But it might still be worth it. Ton of value in this deck. I could see a world where I want to bring in another 2-drop. I could also see a world where I want a Druidic Ritual, but I'm going to take the 2-drop just in case. Like if somebody's very aggressive, we might want that. It also plays well in aggressive blue decks, but we're not really an aggressive blue deck. I've also seen a lot of people misplay against it, but I don't think you're really supposed to count on that. Might play 2 of these. Kind of unlikely, but we might. I've seen Bag of Holding in so many of these drafts that I'm kind of used to just having one. It's another 3 if we need it. Sure. I think I'd be more likely to splash a Summon Undead than I would be to play that. Ettercap's fine. I think I like this, right? So whenever it attacks, another attacking creature gets a bonus, and I can specialize it to give something flying, or just make it a 6/6. It's kind of expensive for what it does, but I think I'm willing to give it a go. There's another you meet in a tavern, which I am interested in, but I think we want the ramper. Like this gives us 3 ramp cards, 4 if we consider the follow the tracks. I think we've got enough now that we can reasonably play this top end. Earthquake Dragon, huh? I don't have that many dragons, but I'm going to see if I can find some, and these 2 help a little bit, right? I'm not going to not take an Earthquake Dragon, come on. Could cut out some of the 6s for more dragons if we find them. Show me what you got! I could sort of see playing another Dragonborn. These things are freaking risky, though, especially when all of my 2-drops are like that. I think even with all the dragon synergy, I probably can't do that. The card's just too bad. All right, I'll take an archery. I don't have one of those yet. It's not a bad card. Okay, there's our gate, if we want a gate for card advantage, which I think I do. There's another Conjurer, which I kind of also want, and another Lenormand, which we could reasonably play. But I think our deck's going to come together just fine. So I'll take this for card advantage. There's a Contact Other Plane, which I like. Like that could be our last card advantage spell. Nah, I think the Lizards may actually do a better job of that if that's what I'm looking for. I'd need to be able to attack with it, but I think it's reasonable to think that I can. You want an Orb of Dragonkind? It's not bad if we're going to play another 3-mana ramper. Like, this would probably be the deck for it. Let's give it a go. I'm still playing 15 creatures, right? Yeah, 18, because these two count as creatures. So, sure. I can give this a go. We're not going to get a huge discount on this, but we'll get some. You having some fun in Baldur's Gate after all, John? Or did you just want to do a video of you screaming into the void? I mean, the problem is this is just better than that. So here we go. I mean, going 2-1 and losing money is not a Baldur's Gate problem. That's an arena problem. Dang, I almost want to play 2 of these. This card's great. Don't quite think I can. Frustration breeds crustaceans. I've never heard that one, but I mean, when you think about it, it doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, this will work. This will work. I do like the 9/8 mana base too. The trick is to not think about it. That may actually be the answer, yeah. Could use a different pet. Why not? I've got all these dragons. We should use some dragons. Here, you be a dragon. I can get behind this. Let's take it out for a spin. Sure. I like to party. a free attack, so I think I'm being chump checked, but I guess I'm about to find out. We've been hit by a two-handed axe. You can play this and make a 1/1, which is pretty good. Let us see what it is that you got. Nice. Yeah, I guess we just do the thing. Seems good, man. Man, of all the lands to draw, yeah, I'll take it. There will be dragons soon. Earthquake Dragon got us covered. That's right. Not today, Auto Tapper, not today. Where'd they go? All right, so this looks like 3-color aggro? I don't understand. I probably need to cut a non-dragon 7 on the draw and play something that does something earlier. I'm guessing line up the shot should be valuable. We've already seen an artifact and a flyer, but line up the shot's a pretty dang good card anyway. Just super flexible. It's keepable. It's not actually good. Will be if we can hit a green source, but need to hit that green source. Good news, most of the deck's green. Like that. I'll go ahead and bop it. Let's just draw cards, right? Wouldn't mind one more land drop. If I get to pick. Would appear that I don't, but this is not a bad draw. Nice. Life gain on this thing is not insignificant. Should have used this to cast it. It's a bit disappointing that I couldn't, but it'll be alright. We will be able to handle that imp on due time. That card's pretty good. Not too shabby, I'd say. That's pretty great. My dragon's too cheap. First world dragon problems. More earthquake dragons. Let's see if we can hit a land drop with this first. We can. Cool. It is important to continue hitting land drops. Now we can try to cheat out a 4-mana 10/10. We'll see if that's good enough. Don't remember what she specializes into. Tap something and they're red on the other side. Damage to my face. No, they're black on the other side. So it would exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. Okay. Fair enough, Sigmas. I'll see what I can do, bud. Have a good one. Exclamation point YouTube if y'all are interested in checking out my YouTube. We got some good stuff in there. Regular Magic and cycle content going up almost daily. Can't quite get to daily yet, but I'm doing what I can. We're doing a good bit of unblockable stuff over here. How do you like the intros? I think they're cool. I think I would like them if I was watching my own videos. There was a streamer, Psycho Ghost, who does Hunt Showdown videos that I watch on occasion. He's a great streamer. If you like shooty games, go watch him. His name's Mike. Nice guy. Good videos. He does a little intro like that. And I was like, I want to do a little intro like that. But I think that's a great place to draw a little bit of inspiration for like how you want to make your own content. Is like, what content do you like? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I think friendly and accepting is generally my vibe. Friendly, accepting, safe, I guess, is the energy I want to exude. I like jump blocking. That's nice. Crap, I always forget to tap this thing. I'm used to auto tapper doing it for me. It's a real pain in the butt. I've missed so much life gain off of this stupid nurturer. It's embarrassing, really. Nice, Lyra. That's awesome. Hex yeah. I'm pretty chill in general, though, aren't I, Richard? They're either taking a long time to think, or they're pooping and playing on their tablet, or both. Chilling is good. I've been eyed. I think I would like to hit a land drop this turn if possible. That's fair. That's fair. They kind of get an idea of what they're in for. Okay, so we started watching Barry recently on HBO, and it's really good. I kind of wasn't prepared for how good it was. I know sometimes we share TV recommendations. It has redefined the black comedy genre for me. Like, it has comedy, it has drama, it's an incredibly well done TV show. Would encourage you to check it out. Chonk, chonk, chonk. Is it meaty or a golem? I figured there'd be a criddle in that deck. Seems like a good one for it. Yeah, the dragon's been mighty nice. I don't have to do a whole lot here to kill him, but... yeah, I guess that's more important to kill. It's been a good dragon. If they do this, I'm going to let them have it because well, I mean, obviously I can't block it anyway, but I don't loot first because I don't want the nurturer. But I think they're still just dead, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's exactly lethal. There's really no reason to show them this, but proper play is like looted anyway. Or they just scoop. That works too. So this looks like like a spells deck that either didn't quite get there or had a bad draw. Line up your shot is usually pretty good against this color combo, but I didn't see anything to indicate that it would be great against this player. Could take out a 7 and play something smaller. Yeah, I think I like that. Just given that they'll be advantaged. They'll have the initiative, if you will. Yeah, somebody had that double team enchantment against us earlier today. It was like join the Legion or something. Legion's recruit something Legion. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was really good. I still won, obviously, but it was good. And they're taking their sweet time. But that is part of Magic. Sometimes these games go slow, and that's okay. I didn't even know the card existed. Like, I'm kind of enjoying playing new formats without doing a set review and taking a bit of a more casual approach to Magic. It's more fun. Sworn to the Legion. S-worn to the Legion. Thank you, Enlighten. All right, that'll work. Everybody grab a leg. Ciao. I like to pet. They're good dragons, Billy. It's a great time to draw this, sadly. I may need to just trade these two off. That would not be my preference. But I believe it is necessary. Particularly because we know Split the Spoils is coming up. So just getting permanents in the graveyard is not bad at this point. I'm happier with this in green-black, but I think you can play it in any green deck that needs some card advantage. And this deck doesn't seem unhappy to have a little bit of card advantage. I've not been very impressed with Ghost Lantern, but I mean, it's playable. There's not really any like terrible cards in this set that I can tell. It's a pretty good one to undersimplify. It's like you don't really have to counter it. A 0/1 that doesn't draw a card when it dies blocking isn't particularly useful. Well, that got simple quick. Needs a land. We've got so many lands. Could I draw one? Please, may I have another? I mean, it did something that a meteor golem wasn't going to do, right? So I'm not unhappy about it, but... Does anybody know what these gates did in paper? Because I know they were a bit different, I just don't remember how, or don't know that I ever knew how. I suppose I can't remember if I never knew. Alright, so decent chance they actually have a counter spell. That means I do want to cast this one first, let them counter it, and then have the Herd Gorger resolve. This is also just good enough to block that, which is fine, but I'm very much anticipating a cancel here. Well, that was a little bit better than a cancel, but... That's pretty good Enlighten. Yoinks. Take that back, thank you. Activated ability, and I don't remember what they do. Fair enough. Because they're pretty dang good here. Man, first world problems, eh? Poor me with my monetized YouTube channel. I'm sorry, that does sound like a pain in the butt. I'm like 3 subscribers away from being able to... I keep thinking they've got to cancel and they don't. From being able to monetize my YouTube, and it drives me insane. It's like so close. And it's been so close for so long. Like I wasn't tracking it. I wasn't pushing it. Going from 0 subscribers to 900, no problem. Going from 900 to 1,000, impossible. Maybe it was just that I haven't noticed or something. I can't quite tell, but... Yeah, I think putting a commercial between each round in a draft is pretty reasonable. Exclamation point YouTube will take you there. Thank you, Reed Snake. The heck does this do? Now I have to read this thing. Beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may play 2. If they do, they put a rope counter on a creature they control. Otherwise, exile it. Rope counter on target creature you control. Beginning of each player's upkeep, that player may pay 2. If they do, they put a rope counter on a creature they control. Otherwise, exile it, and each creature without a rope counter on it. Okay, so I have to pay for this, otherwise the board wipes. But if I'm very comfortable with the board wiping, in that case, couldn't I band together and kill this and then let them all die? Because that seems great. Thanks for getting me out of that one, buddy. They've never had a cancel. It was all in my head. Sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, so they're just duels. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, that's not them. Okay, fair enough. I don't care if the paper art and digital art is different. I know that bugs somebody, but I'll never see the paper art, so it doesn't bother me a bit. Still seems lazy, I get that, but like, oh, that one don't get me. See if we could get us another 3-0. That'd be mighty fine. Mighty fine. If you are new here and digging the content you're seeing, please drop a follow. I will be streaming with a new schedule in the near future, and Saturdays will be regular, as well as Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and then some irregular afternoon streams, which will probably be made up of Stream Raiders and Cycle to Frontier content. Although I'm thinking I might could squeeze in a best of one draft now and then. Problem is I don't really super love best of one drafting, but it would give us something to do with the old Draft Hero account, at least until it runs out of gems. That'll work. This is also going to sound a little weird, but it's a hell of a lot easier to 3-0 drafts on Saturdays than it is on Monday morning. The time of day you're playing does make a difference. Have you noticed that, John, as you're playing, or anybody else, frankly? Fair enough, John. It's a bear. Sadly, there's no pig involved. That kind of makes me sad. There should be a pig aspect of the pig or something. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Mornings and lunch times are easier in the UK. Interesting. Got a good old tempo deck going on over here. Got infinite 4-power critters. You can get some work done. So we're going to need to speed up a little bit, I think. And I think this is the spot where we want this Githrazi. Because we just need earlier interaction than that. Would like more Basilisks, but there's not a whole lot this deck can do early. I could play a 3 as well, like a Sylvan Shepherd would actually be pretty good here. Maybe we do that and cut the Split the Spoils. Yeah, I think I probably have to. It's not pretty, but I'll try it on the play. They might be able to tempo me out again. Well, using the tap your creature dude and the weird assassinate combo, I would say that constitutes a tempo play, but it is like trading removal for damage, which is a valid strategy these days. It's 3-color tempo. Interesting. I want to have 4 mana up when I play the Githrazi. Githzerai. It's a clunky name. And if they paid a mana to Mockable, I'll just kill it. It's fine too. This gives us a couple options. That's why I wanted to have the mana up, you see. What did they name? Dragon, you say? Interesting. That's not enough. But I guess they were going to try to like 2-for-1 themselves too, so let's just force the damage. All right, so enchantment and artifact removal would be nice too. So I think I would like line up the shot and probably just need to cut something else in here. I'm just not sure what. I guess these lizard folk aren't wonderful. Yeah, they're not. It feels like it is. It really feels like it is. But that's fair. If you've got like some number of Magic players are bad, if you increase the... I didn't imagine most Magic players are bad. So the larger the pool, the more bad players you're likely to bump into. That might be part of it, John. That ain't pretty, but it's got blocks. We'll take it. So what is the hidden elo, John? That thing's real good. You have an elo at all ranks separate from your ranks, and it impacts who you're paired with. Oh god, that's terrible. Magic, why would you be like this? Do I need the board presence more? Not really. Yeah, sold. Let's party. So the main reason I was able to do Bronze to Mythic on my free-to-play account was because it was a new account. That makes it even less possible for me to go infinite. I guess it's probably there to try to protect the new players, right? Like maybe that's their intention. I still have to deal with the ward on this, right? Even if I Meteor Golem it. It does explain that, doesn't it? Well, matchmaking just means milking money from established players, but I don't understand the concept of matchmaking in a game that you have to pay to play. But I'm not going to think about it anymore because it will just piss me off the longer I think about it. So please stop discussing it and be good boys and girls. Oh no, that sounds terrible. Who would want to do that? You're joking, right? That's a good rule of thumb in Lighten. I've also found that if someone can't explain an argument to me in less than 5 minutes, they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, that's fair. For a solo game, I can appreciate the appeal. That blinks something, right? Which isn't doing much. I guess it'll gain him a couple life. I don't think I'd splash for that. Is that not what it does? Ah, it's when you cast your second spell you can blink something. Okay. A lot of people had favored enemy today. I think we win this given the fullness of time. Yeah, fair enough. It can blink itself. That's pretty good. Loot and array all their lands. It's not a bad gig. Just making sure it's land so we don't have to worry about some stuff coming into play. Gained a decent amount of life off of these little things, haven't we? Here is how you tempo. Let me show you. This is a fun set. Fly, you fools. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Whee! And a very big thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Punk, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Brandon, Jazzy, Craig, and Geis. I appreciate y'all.